Hey guys, and good morning. It's a lovely day out, and I'm happy to be spending it here with you guys. All right, guys, so today is day 4 of the 60-day Spartan Calisthenic Challenge. And today we're going to be focusing on one of the funnest days of the week, which is chest day. All right, now we can get a little crazy with this one actually, because the chest is a very large muscle with interesting ways to work it out. And the first thing we're going to do is let's warm up with some high knee taps, actually. Good call. I appreciate it. All right, so once again, we're just going to do this for 30 seconds. No sweat, no rush, boys. Just a good way to get the blood flowing. 10. 20. 30. All right, so definitely a good way to get the heart warmed up. Make sure you control your breathing, guys. In your nose, out your mouth. We're making you guys Spartans here, all right? Spartans are developed physically and mentally. If you don't have mental strength, you can't hope to use your physical strength when the time counts, because it'll be easier to just run away, or it'll be just easier to not engage. Spartans are strong. Spartans are fierce. Spartans are fearless. And don't misunderstand. Fearless is not the absence of fear. Fearless is being afraid but having the courage to move forward anyways. And that courage is built by developing your mind, forcing yourself to go through hardships, steeling yourself, building your resolve and your fortitude. And then you have the confidence in yourself to move forward through those obstacles. So the first thing we're going to do, decline push-ups. All right, I bought a bench, or I have a bench out here, so that you can post your legs up. You can get a chair or anything around your house to do this on. Doesn't have to be this. The same thing we were doing with the push-ups the other day, guys. All right, you don't want your elbows to bow out. All right, when your elbows bow out and put your body in a T shape, it causes unnecessary strain and damage on your shoulder joints and your shoulder musculature. All right, your shoulders aren't meant to bear weight like that. That's just easier, so your body wants to do it that way. But it's easier specifically because we don't know how to activate our chest. So once again, make your pocket, put it underneath your nipples to get a good height. All right, and then keep those elbows at a 45-degree angle or less. All right, so we're gonna start there. Make sure your body's flat. You see how mine's stiff like a plank? My butt's not up, it's not too low, it's nice and straight. All right, then you reduce the force that your palms are putting out to lower yourself. You don't just drop your elbows, all right? And when you push up, you drive your palms into the ground. We're gonna do 10 of these. All right. You guys should feel that pretty handily. All right. The decline push-ups are a good way to get your upper chest. Because if you're at a normal chest height, okay? You're getting the center of your chest here. If your arms are pushing at an angle like this, you're getting your upper chest. If they're pushing at an angle like this, you're getting your lower chest. All right? Now, we're gonna do everybody's favorite again. We're gonna do single leg calf raises. All right, and while doing this, guys, make sure you do them slow and controlled. Everything we do is slow and controlled. All right? To dance within the pain is to force yourself to walk through hell. And as you force yourself to get comfortable there, you're steeling yourself 7. We're doing 15 of these. We steel ourselves and ready ourselves for battle. Training must be hard so that when the test comes, it's easy. Training must be hard so when the fight comes, it's easy. All right, 13. And you'll notice that, switching legs, you'll notice that your calves might be a little sore still, but they can still do the workout. Like I told you before, your calves, 5, are designed to be brutalized, designed to be used repeatedly. So we're killing it, guys. Keep it up. 9. Remember, guys, hold it at the peak. Get that nice burn in there. 15. All right. Now we're going to do something known as a Cobra Pushup. And what this Cobra Pushup is designed to do is focus on tricep extension. So it's going to be a little different, but I'll show you what that looks like. Yeah, you guys can see me. All right. So my legs are pretty far back. All right, my butt's in the air and my arms are straight. All right, for these, you dip down and then you push yourself up. So this one's kind of hard to explain, but when we're up like this, it's a full tricep extension. And then you push yourself back. So it's a little bit of shoulders and triceps because I'm pushing my palms into the ground right now in order to keep myself up. Keep my butt poked up. All right, and then I'm reducing the force my palms are emitting in order to go down like this. And then I scoop myself up for a full tricep extension. We're doing 10 of these. Chest days, a lot of push-ups, guys. You should still feel chest activation because you're pushing with your palms. 6. 10. All right. Go back to the starting position. All right. You noticed how I went out on the last one and then all the way back up. Always go back to the starting position because we have the 3 parts of every exercise. If you just come out here and you're like, okay, 10, I stop, then you're missing the negative of the motion and you're only getting half the workout. Don't do that. Ooh. All right, now we get some what's known as Russian twists. All right, so the Russian twists are an ab exercise that focuses on your obliques. So you're gonna cross your legs, lift them off the ground. Okay, you're gonna take your palms and touch them. The back palm is gonna have difficulty touching the ground because then you'll lean forward, so don't worry about that. But Make sure you get a full rotation in there. Because if you're not twisting your body all the way, you're not getting your obliques activated. So we're gonna do 10 of these on each side. So that means we're doing 20. 10. Notice my head is following the front palm. All right, so when I turn all the way this way, this is the back one, this is the front one. Okay, when I turn this way, this is the front one, this is the back one. So my face is following whatever palm is going all the way back. Because if you just stay like this, you know, you're not twisting. Look at the difference. You can just see it here. Look, right? When I twist and face it, my torso gets far more activated. 20. And you need that full rotation to activate your obliques. Your core musculature is the trunk of your whole body. That's how you produce all of your force, all of it. You may think your arms are doing it, it's not, all right? It's your core digging into your legs, which are digging into the ground. All right, so any force you produce is coming from your core. That's why it's your core. So your trunk, your core needs to be fully developed and strong. All right, you need to be able to maintain proper formation. Just as Spartans have a phalanx formation, where all the brothers are side by side, shield by shield, creating a rigid and strong formation that is impenetrable, so as your core needs to be and your form on all of these exercises. Because if you can't practice the form, then the formation falls apart and you die, you lose. Can't be having that. All right? Good shit, guys. Now, slightly easier, we're gonna do what's known as incline push-ups. All right, so you go the other way on a bench this time, so your legs are on the ground. All right, you post up, so your fingers are making that pocket that your nipples are resting in. All right, and your hands don't have to be that close. When I get all the way down, my hands are about here. They don't have to be here because you don't want your arm to be at an angle. All right, you always want the wrist having a solid formation with the elbow and the shoulder. All right, it needs to have a solid formation or else, like I just said, it falls apart. All right, this is not a weight-bearing direction. This is a breaking your forearm type of direction. All right, it's the same thing with this, forearm breaking. So you don't want that. So when you post up, make sure your wrists are underneath your elbows. All right, and then the same way you're driving your palms downward, okay? I'm not driving diagonally, I'm driving downward, okay? You want to drive downward because that's what's going to activate your lower chest. So that's what it looks like when I'm driving downward. This is what it looks like when I'm driving outward. Yeah, it looks basically the same, but the activation feels different. So when you're driving downward, you're gonna feel it more underneath, okay? It's the same thing as being on a decline bench. So when you're on a decline bench, you're laying down this way where your feet are up here and your head's down here. And when you're pressing up the weight, you're going straight outward, because gravity's coming straight down on you. So you're not pushing the bar diagonally over your face so that it comes crashing down, all right? You're pushing the bar directly against gravity. So you're pushing straight down, or in that case, it would be up, all right? So it is the same exact thing while we're on this incline bench, all right? So we're pushing straight down, towards the ground. All right, that was 10. Doing 10. It's a lot of push-up variants, so I'm just sticking with 10 reps on each of them because you're doing 3 different variants. 4 different variants, I should say. All right. The next is what's known as a Cobra Raise, not the Cobra Push-Up, a Cobra Raise. And the beauty of this is that it strengthens your lower back. So, there's not much to it, honestly. You just kind of lay on the ground. You can have your arms out in front of you if you want. But the point is that you're pulling your torso as far up as you can. All right? I like having my hands out so that I'm certain that I'm not using any extra muscles to lift my body. Because I don't want to cheat. I don't want to cheat myself. If you're cheating yourself, you're only fucking yourself. You're not getting the results you want and you're screwing yourself. So you don't want to be doing that. All right, so arms out. We're doing 15 of these. Lift your torso up until you feel it squeeze your back right here. Then hold it for a moment. Notice my feet are off the ground. If my feet are off the ground, my lower back has to try harder to keep everything together. All right, so imagine doing a crunch, but backwards. Like an ab crunch, like a sit-up, but it's backwards. It's the same thing. The same way that that sit-up works out your abs, all right, by forcing your top and lower halves to meet, it's the same way this way. While the top and lower halves are trying to meet, the lower back is doing all the work. 7. Ten. For my brothers out there, that have more excess material to turn into muscle. This is really good for you for developing your lower back strength because you have excess weight on the front of you, so your lower back hasn't been strengthened very much. And as I said, I was lifting my legs in order to do it. If that is too difficult, put your legs down and just lift your torso. All right, there's progressions and regressions to all of these exercises. Damn, my back's lit up right now. All right, so there's progressions and regressions to every exercise. All right, just as if you're doing all these push-ups and it's hard for you to do them regularly, get on your knees and do it. It's going to be a bit more difficult to put your body in the decline position on your knees, but I believe it'll still be effective. Not effective, but I'm saying like actually feasible to do. Yeah, you just need a chair that's not too high. Remember, guys, you're pushing into the ground with your palms. All right, boys, now we're just going to do some good old-fashioned push-ups. All right, told you this was chest day, so we're burning you out. And thank God for it, because this is how we grow. All right? Push into the ground. So when I do push-ups, you probably can't see them, but instead keep my toes like this, I like to put them down. And I like putting them down because if they're up, my torso can sway forward and backwards, all right? And it defeats some of the movement of the push-up. But if my toes are fully extended so that I'm resting on the top of my feet, then I know my body's fully extended and I'm not swaying forward or backward at all, because that is detrimental to the form, because we want to imagine we have a barbell underneath our hands and we're following a pathway. 6. 10. Good shit, boys. All right, now we're gonna go back and do some body squats. So if you're having trouble doing any of these squats, pull up a chair behind you, all right? So that you can practice getting the hinging at the hips is what this motion is called. Because your hips are the hinge, like a door hinge. So your hips are this point. So as you slide them back, your body comes closer together. As you push them forward, your body opens up. That's the hinge. So to really learn that mind-body connection, if you don't have it yet, pull up a chair behind you. All right, and slide your butt back until you feel your glutes and your hamstrings catching into a net, okay? The net will feel weird. It feels like tension. And honestly, guys, I keep that chair like max distance from me. Like, so that at the that's a little far, but there you go. So like only 1 inch of my butt cheeks are sitting on it. Because you want to get the full hip extension backwards. You want to slide your hips all the way back because that's how you activate the glute. That's 6, we're doing 15 of these. All right, and you need to get this hinging motion down. All right, so if you're not feeling yourself sitting into a net, because I promise you, that's exactly what it feels like. If you're not feeling that, go get your ass a chair and start doing it right. All right, keep practicing on it. Look, I'm not bending my knees. I'm sliding my butt backwards. Check range before you do that. But I'm sliding my butt backwards to activate the glutes. And then I drive my hips forward and tighten my glutes in the back like this at the peak of it. All right? You want to play with your glutes so that you can feel them. Because, guys, I'm telling you, if you're not doing this right, you're going to hurt your knees, you're going to hurt your back, okay? Especially if you ever put a barbell underneath or on top of you. Because if you're doing this with a bar on you, look, okay, so the bar is up here on my shoulders. Look, the bar is supposed to be above the heel, but look, I'm leaning forward. The bar's in front of my toes. I'm going to fall forward, break my face, or worse, hurt my lower back and my knees because the weight's like this on me. You don't want that. So if you have a barbell here, look, you're sliding your butt back. Look, the barbell's staying above my heels. Heck, we can even get a little farther back. All right, boys, that's 15. If you have a broom handle or something and you want that extra practice, put a chair behind you, throw the broom handle over your shoulders. All right, it'll help you gain an understanding of how you're positioning the force, because you need your force to be positioned along a rigid structure, okay? That's why the barbell's above the heels. That's why the wrist is below the elbow, which is below the shoulder, okay? We need to have that proper force dispersion so that we can use the proper body mechanics to do these movements so we don't hurt ourselves, guys. Because if you're hurting yourself, you're not loving yourself, right? Spartans aren't just bloodthirsty warriors, dude. They're strong, manly men, and strong, manly men can feel all of their emotions, including love. And that starts with loving yourself and taking care of yourself. And the best way to do that is to treat yourself like someone you love. Like, imagine you had a wifey, all right, and you know this shit about proper body movements and stuff. Proper body movements, proper body mechanics, and you see her lifting something like this. Look, bending down with the back. You know she's breaking her back doing that, dude. You're gonna let her do that? That's terrible. It's the same measure that you love yourself. You're gonna let yourself break your back? No. You're gonna take care of it. You see her lifting that heavy garbage. You're gonna let her lift it? Or are you just gonna go pick that shit up? Well, why should I be lifting it? Damn, dude, I don't know. Why the fuck should she be with you? Good question, right? All right, boys. Now we're gonna do leg lifts. And for these guys, I'm gonna show you a frontal view, interior view, and a lateral view. So from the side. So from this way, hands out. All right, start off center. Okay, so center's here. Lift your legs over center. Don't let your heels touch the ground. All right, if this hurts your lower back, guys, go ahead and put your hands underneath it again. Put your knuckles in the small of your back, all right? So following that shape of your back, put your knuckles dead in the middle so you got a nice little cushion. All right, you're gonna hear your bones and shit churning. That's fine. This is not a normal position that you're used to being in. So that's just kind of how it goes. Careful getting thrown off balance. Don't let your heels touch the ground, and don't put your heels together because the force going this way helps you go against gravity. Don't do that, you're cheating. All right? Keep your core tight while you're doing this so that your abs are doing the work and not your hip flexors. And you don't want your hip flexors doing it because they're not made to bear weight like that. All right, 10 that way. Side view now. I love being here with you guys. I'm so proud of you guys for coming out here and whooping some ass, man. So we're doing 20 of these. And one counts as each. Like this is 1, 1, 1, 1. So that's 20. All right. All right, guys. Good shit today. I'm proud of you. You guys are putting in a lot of work and you're growing yourselves in the most beautiful way possible. All right. Take a moment to sit there and appreciate that love and beauty, man. Once again, guys, you don't got to do the warm-up again, but I want 2 more sets out of each of you. I know you can do it, so don't be like, it's hard. Go get a drink, wait 5 minutes, get your ass back out here and do it again. All right, you ain't gonna gain nothing by playing easy on yourself. You're only gonna lose everything. And I do mean you lose everything. So don't be slacking now in the practice when it counts, because when you get into the arena, you're gonna get your ass whooped. All right, we're making you strong, Spartan strong, so get your ass together. God bless, guys. Love you. Kick ass.